What did you know about Aquaman? Were you a fan or you nothing? No one knew anything about Aquaman for this movie.
No, I knew nothing about this. I knew nothing about comic books in general. I didn't know anything about this world, and what a way to be introduced, huh?
Were you always an Aquaman fan, or did you just know it's some guy in the ocean?
I wasn't a fan.
You were?
No.
So how did you study up? Did you just every comic book?
Just walked by Jeff Johns. He's the one that created the new 52, and that's Zack Snyder's brainchild. He's the one that kind of created this role for me.
I knew the Saturday Super Friends. I knew the I was not a big comic kid, so I only knew what I saw on TV. And I had a figure. I had about a 6-inch, 8, whatever we had as kids. Those big, tall, where you could take the clothes off. It's not getting weird. Don't worry, because they had little like briefs on. So and I had him and I had Riddler. But I remember my Aquaman and Chips actually. I knew Aquaman. I had many baths with Aquaman, and that's not weird at all.
I knew James Wan was going to do something really interesting and really fun, and I've wanted to work with him since he started out in Australia in low-budget horror, and I've been following his career. I do this with directors. I follow certain directors, so I've been following James. And then he said to me, he showed me some of the drawings that he'd been doing, and he said, see, this is why you have to be in the movie, because I've drawn it to look like you.
I didn't know much. I'd seen a picture of him, and he looked a bit like me, actually, a younger version of me. Blonde hair and all of that, green suit. But I didn't know much until I read the script. And the script, I don't know how much of that is the original story or whatever, but I thought it was interesting, fascinating, kind of Shakespearean.
I was never a fan. You mean like growing up and coming up? Never a fan. I wasn't a fan of comic books or this insane world. And then all of a sudden I had a job and I was doing research and talking to fans all across the world. And then I became a fan. So this has been an experience for me.
I know a little bit because my son is a huge DC comic book guy. So he actually told me a lot of stuff I needed to know.
So do you pay your son to do that, to be your assistant on the movie?
I wish. He would have loved to have come to Australia.